What's up guys? So today I want to address a question I get asked about a lot, and the question is, how do I get so much APs? And the answer is going to be presented to you in this video. So as you guys might have known, I encourage players to go to the mall and go to the general store and purchase the first 100 AP every day, and that usually costs 60 Jade. And if you think you play a lot, or if you think you need to use a lot of APs, then it might be a good idea to buy the second one, which costs 80 Jade, and the next one is going to cost 100 APs, and I don't even know how much the next one is going to cost because I don't even stock up to that point. So it's just a good practice to buy the cheaper APs from the store every day, and that way you can just use them all at once whenever you feel like just splurging. So that's one way how I got so many APs, and the next is through the guild. So you want to click onto the guild, and you want to click onto the map, and once you have entered into the map, you're gonna see something like this, and your screen is of course gonna look a little bit different depending on how many guilds are surrounding you or how many players have set their realm around you. So as you can see, I guess my area is pretty active, and there is one guild next to me, and this only works if there's a guild nearby. So what you want to do is you can just click onto the guild, and it doesn't really matter what guild that is. It doesn't have to be your guild, it can be someone else's guild, and it's kind of hard to click sometimes. Okay, so once you click onto it, you can press supply, and what that'll do is it will give you 10 APs for free, and you can do that once every 240 minutes. That's roughly 4 hours. Well, that is exactly 4 hours, and by doing so you gain 10 APs for free. So if you do this diligently, you can gain at least 30 APs every day. Okay, so that's one way to do it. As you can see, I need to wait 2 more hours before I can collect mine. So 240 minutes or 4 hours. And the next one I want to talk about is a pretty obvious one. You want to make sure you collect 20 APs from doing a daily quest. And this is again a very good habit to just complete the daily quest and just collect the 20 APs and the 20 Jade. And this could be a very stable source of income for Jade or for APs. And actually that's what I'm gonna do right now. I just collected it, even though I'm pretty full right now. Another great way to get some free APs is by watching out for that white little doll. So between 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern Time and 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, this guy will show up with a sushi icon on his head. So what you want to do is you just want to click onto it, and then every time you click onto it, you'll get some free APs. It's going to be roughly 20 APs. And since I didn't catch him in action in this video, I'm just going to use my amazing Photoshop skills to show you guys how it will look like. Next up, another source for APs is through the realm raids, or specifically the personal realm raids. By defeating a component, there's a chance the AP might drop as a reward to you for winning the battle. And every time it only drops maybe 3 or 4 depending on your luck, and it doesn't really drop that often, but again, this is a very good source of AP, especially when it comes for free. Although it will cost you 1 raid ticket to win a battle, but if you're gonna do round raid anyways, why not, right? And this is a good way to rank up your raid rank, and you can get all sorts of nifty rewards from here. I especially like the skin tokens because they will come into handy when the new Shikigami skins are released, and they have some really cool designs. You guys probably know the next one, and it's gonna be from the exploration. So as you kill off the mobs in the exploration maps, there's a chance for them to drop some APs, and it's usually 2 to 3. Of course, that's not much compared to how much you're spending in farming, but again, that's a really good source of additional APs. I'm gonna do this map real quick to see if we can get lucky and show you guys an example. So after we defeated the boss, these little paper guys will show up, and sometimes they'll give you APs as well. And there it is, 2 measly APs. Again, that's better than nothing. And once you have defeated the boss, again, there's a chance for the treasure chest to spawn, and in that treasure chest there may be a chance for APs. And if you do get APs from that chest, you get 20, which is a really hefty amount. And of course, it would be a nice surprise, but you know, it would be even better if you can get mystery amulets from it. So I've killed maybe 10 mobs so far, and I've only gotten 1 AP from the mob kill. I mean, this goes to show how low the drop rate is, but if you're farming for exploration anyways, then the AP drops are just nice bonuses, and it shouldn't be your main priority. So we've reached the boss for the second time. Let's hope he gives us some AP. And of course, after we defeated the boss, these white little guys will show up, unless we're really unlucky. So we got 1, and we got coins. I was hoping to get AP so I can show you guys. But anyways, after you defeated the white little guys, sometimes you'll get some APs. Again, it's very little, it's probably less than 5. You usually get at least 2, but it's just a nice little bonus for you to keep going. Seems like we just found a treasure chest. Let's hope there's AP inside, and if there is, it's gonna be 20 APs, and they're really good for stocking up your AP count. Wow, I guess I lucked out. Yeah, this is a perfect example to show you guys that by doing exploration maps, you sometimes get APs back. Of course, ideally, I was hoping for a mystery amulet, because those guys are worth roughly 100 Jades if you're gonna buy them from the store. And AP is nice, but it's not nearly as nice as the mystery amulets. So the next thing I want to talk about is participating in the daily events. So today is Monday, and it's really late, so nothing is going on right now, but you want to participate in these events as much as you can. And of course, you gain free rewards for doing so, and it doesn't cost you anything but your time. And you really want to emphasize, you want to make sure you participate in the demon encounter event, because demon encounters will give you a lot of opportunities to get free APs. And amongst these, there is the quizzes. Some of the quiz questions will provide you with APs if you answer them correctly, or Jade, depending on your luck. And also, sometimes a treasure chest will spawn, and in a treasure chest, it's gonna ask if you want to purchase 100 AP for 50 Jades. Usually, I almost always buy these APs even though my AP is overflowing, because they are a better deal than the ones we get from the mall, where we have to spend at least 60 Jade for 100 AP. So if you see those, I would recommend you to get it, unless you don't really feel like farming, or you don't really want to overflow your AP reserve like I did. After you completed the demon encounter, you can click on the red Durama to collect your reward, and in that reward you're gonna get a pretty generous amount of AP as well. So I definitely encourage you guys to at least click on the blue little thing. All you gotta do is click on it 4 times and then just click on the rewards. Even if you're in a time rush, you can just do it in less than a minute. And the next thing I would recommend you guys to do to get more APs is by donating in the guild. So of course you want to donate shards that you feel like you will likely never use. So I feel like I'll never use Yoku. And maybe Kamai Itachi. So by doing so, you gain medals, which is good for purchasing stuff in the general store or upgrading some of the features in your realm, and I'm gonna get to that later. And by doing so, your guildmates will thank you, and they will literally thank you by sending you a message telling you that they appreciate the shards that you've given them, and they have returned a gift to you. And you want to click onto that gift. In that gift, there's free AP, and it is not guaranteed, but this is a great way to earn medals and a great way to gain some APs and coins and friend points, and you know your guildmate would thank you. There's an added benefit there as well. So we see 4 APs here, and as you can see, I sort of stocked up on collecting on the reward, so I can show you guys. So I just got 1, and I probably collected this already. Yes, I claimed that one, and I'm gonna collect this as well. 2,000 coins, it's pretty generous. And the gifts are random. It's not like your guildmates cannot decide what you can get. So just giving you a heads up. And these are friendship points, which is also good for purchasing stuff. Again, 8 AP, so we got a total of 12 APs just by donating roughly 4 shards. But I got kind of lucky there. It's not always all APs, so just don't get your... Oh wow, did not expect that. I got 19 APs from 5 donations. But I just got lucky. I don't want to give you guys a false sense of security, thinking that you can just donate to everyone and gain a lot of APs. And one thing I do need you guys to remember, just out of common courtesy, do not go crazy and donate to everyone, because by doing so, you're sort of taking away the opportunity for people to complete their daily quests. Some of the more active or more, I guess, organized guilds, they have regulations on how many shards you're allowed to donate, and it is important to not overdo it, because you might seem greedy. Some people sort of abuse this feature to gain a lot of medal points, and you know, if there is no rule within your guild to regulate you to do or not do anything, you know, just out of decency, you should just regulate or pace yourself. So that's another way to earn APs through the wish feature. And the next one is a little bit unconventional. Sometimes you see your guildmates or your friends summoning an SSR unit and you get a little jealous inside, but you're also happy for them. And the system will actually tell you when they get a summon. So this guy got 2 summons in less than an hour. I'm actually jealous. Great units, and you can see the message here. Tap to send blessings. So you can just tap, and then you can just say anything. It doesn't have to be anything profound, or it can just be like random symbols. But I'm gonna say congrats. And by doing so, you gain AP. Wow. It's not always AP. Sometimes you get other stuff like coins. You know, similar to the thing we just did with the guild wish feature. It's all random, but yeah, this is a nice little bonus for you whenever your friends got lucky or your guildmate got lucky. So you just be on the lookout for these, and you don't lose anything for sending them a blessing. So why not? Everyone's happy. Yeah, so I really lucked out in getting the APs. Usually I'm not that lucky, but I guess for this video the game decided to reward me. But don't get this false hope that you're gonna get a lot of AP from doing these tasks. It's gonna help you a little bit, and it will slowly rack up if you do it enough times. But again, it's about just getting into a good habit. That's how you can accumulate a lot of APs. And honestly, even if you do all that, it's not really possible to get to how much AP I have accumulated. So right now I have 1300 and I still have a lot that I need to collect from the mail, and some of them is actually expiring, so I'm gonna need to be careful with that too. So and you guys need to be careful as well. I don't want my advice to sort of backfire. So as you can see here, 2 days before it expires, I know I'm not gonna have time in the next 2 days to farm, so I'm just gonna collect these. And you know, this is actually the best way to gain AP. It is by not letting them go to waste. So just make sure you check the dates very, very diligently. You might be wondering if I'm regretting buying so much AP, and the answer is only a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop collecting for now. Yeah, with real life stuff going on, I just don't know how I'm gonna burn 1.8k. Okay, the next one is gonna be very important in terms of being efficient with your AP, and that is gonna be your Bento Box. In your realm, you're gonna notice these little guys. Hopefully you have noticed them before. What these little guys will do is they'll collect any excess APs or any excess experience that you have accumulated. So one way you can gain excess AP is by letting it regenerate naturally. So once your AP has reached 100, it's gonna keep regenerating, but it won't show on the top right corner. So it's gonna go to this AP Bento Box. And at level 1, if your Bento Box is at level 1, it's gonna convert your AP at a very, very low efficiency. So I believe it's 20%. So if you're generating AP at 20% efficiency, it means instead of getting 1 AP every 5 minutes, you're getting 1 AP every 5 times 5 minutes. So you get 1 AP every 25 minutes. This is a great feature because, you know, a lot of people don't have time to play this game, and this way they can stock up on any unused AP at a cost, and that is still better than having them go to waste completely. So I really love this feature, which is why my AP Bento Box is at level 9 right now. It took a lot to upgrade them all the way to level 9, but there's a really, really good benefit to it, and the benefit is that, as you can see, my AP, I guess, conversion rate should be higher than yours if you haven't upgraded your Bento Box yet, or if you haven't upgraded to a higher level. So I'm already at max, so I'm actually really relieved because it took me a really long time to get them to level 9. But once you have done that, you'll be able to store 60% of the excess AP. Well, I cannot do the math right now. But it is just a really great way to store any excess AP, which is why I'm not blowing my brains out over 1.8k APs, because I can have 100 out of 100 APs and it's still overflowing, and it's gonna come to here. And the thought of sort of like just only losing out on 40% of the AP, that kind of eases me. But of course, it's still eating me inside a little bit every second of the day that my AP is not regenerating at full efficiency. But what you want to do here is do this only if you are not a super active player, but you want to upgrade this a little bit, at least for the first, I would say, 3 or 4 levels. It's going to cost you a lot of medals, but I believe in the long run it's going to be worth it. And because you can withdraw from this whenever you want. So as you can see here, I can withdraw 190. I can withdraw all these APs out of my Bento Box, and it's gonna go to here, and then it's gonna keep accumulating. And I'm actually gonna do that because it's almost full. I believe it's gonna be full after I wake up if I don't withdraw it. So I'm gonna withdraw it right now. 20k, I guess. Nope, 2k. I guess that's a milestone. Yeah, so there you go. The AP Bento Box, I would recommend you guys to upgrade it if you don't have a lot of time to play Onmyoji a lot of times, and you're constantly wasting your APs. This is a very good investment. The only I wouldn't recommend you to upgrade it to too high of a level yet if you're an active player, because you probably, your AP probably wouldn't even go past 90 if you're really active. And today we're mainly talking about APs, but I'm just gonna briefly mention this experience pot. You wanna level up this guy as well. This is gonna store any access access experience for any units that are at max. So your DPS is gonna stay at max, just like my Otengu when he's farming. So a lot of this experience just goes to here, and this is gonna waste. Again, it's very costly, but it's very worth it. I actually maxed out the experience pot before I maxed out the AP Bento Box. So that's it for that. Okay, I'm saving the best for last. The main reason I got to where I am in my AP stock is because I used my Kekkai card, namely the fish one. Okay, so I use a lot of these because I had a lot of these. As you can see here, I don't have any more, but I can make some more. I'm going to show you guys how to make some more later. I guess this is more of an advanced technique that's a little hard to achieve, but it's definitely doable. But these guys are really good because for every hour you get 13 APs, and usually these cards last for 16 or 15 hours. It lasts more than 15 hours. So every card will give you at least 150 APs. Each card every day will give you 150 APs, and that is like the equivalent of, I guess, at least 100 Jade. So it's just a good idea to know how to get these cards. Fish or drums, and these are the drum cards. The drums give you Jade, and ideally you would have the 4-star ones, because then you can set it to private and you can share with your friends. And the reason why you share with your friends is because your friend might have a fish card as well. I'm gonna show you that the friend that I'm entrusting my unit to right now has the same card as me. Actually not exactly the same as the fish card, but his card is regenerating less AP than mine. But by putting my units in his card for 6 hours, it's always gonna stay there for 6 hours. I'll get 6 times 11, 66 APs. So every time I leave my units at his place for 6 hours, I get 66 APs. And on top of that, I get whatever AP I'm regenerating from my realm. That's at least 200 every day. And if you and your friend had this agreement to sort of dedicate each other's card, the realm card, to each other, then you're pretty much doubling the effect of the card. If you're not familiar with Kekkai card, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically, after I have placed my unit in his card, I don't know why, it sounds kind of weird. When I place my stuff into his card, for 6 hours, my unit will return to me, and then I will get the opportunity to place my unit into a card again, and I'm gonna put it back into his card because he has invited me exclusively, and I'm the only friend he invited to accept unit from. So basically, we are sort of exchanging cards, and we are both gaining just an enormous amount of APs. And this goes, it's the same for the Jade card as well. So realm cards is just a great way to gain APs and gain Jade. Again, there is a way to get a fish or drum card or just any special card in general, and I'll make a tutorial on that later. So I've spent a lot of time on the realm section of the video because I feel like that is what made me so successful in terms of stocking up on APs. I'm sorry it's a little bit long, but I wish you guys learned something from this video. And if you have any questions, or if you have any other ways to gain APs, please let me know. And as you may have noticed, the ways I've described is all kind of like F2P, so free to play, and it shouldn't require you any real life money or real life currency. Of course, the best way to gain AP is by purchasing the Jade and buying more Jade, and then just use the Jade to buy AP or buy packages. But I'm poor, so I wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully you will use some of these tips. Remember, you just need to get into the habit, and then the AP is just going to start flowing. It's going to start building up, and it's really going to help you guys in the long run. Please let me know if you guys have any questions down below, and if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe it and share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.